Alright, get around pals. We are diving into Learning Galaxy, and guess what? We got three rockstar theories in the house: behaviorism, connectivism, and constructivism. It's like assembling the adventure of education, but with theory instead of superheroes. The behaviorism is all about thinking rewards, action, and shaping behavior. It's like the what you do, you get theory. The connectivism, meet the brain explorer. It's all about thoughts, memory, and mental gymnastics. The constructivism is a DIY alert. You are the builder of your own knowledge, thinking learning as a creative project. So there you have it. Behaviorism, the action-packed detective. Cognitivism, the brainy maestro. And the constructivism, the DIY rockstar. Together, they are the A-team of how we learn stuff. Ready for the learning roller coaster? Let's roll! We're gonna dive a bit deeper into behaviorism in an interesting way. So behaviorism is like the detective of psychology, but instead of trying to figure out what's going on inside people's head, it's all about watching what they do. It's like saying, hey, forget the mystery of thought and feeling for a moment. Let's focus on the action. Imagine this. You are training a dog. Every time the pup does a cool trick, you toast them a treat. Boom, that's behaviorism in action. It's saying, do something awesome, get a reward. Do something not so awesome, well, there might be consequences. Simple, right? Then that is cool conditioning stuff. Do you ever heard about Pavlov? He's the guy who rang a bell every time he fed his dog. After a while, just ringing the bell made the dogs drool, even if there was any food inside. That's a classical conditioning. Linking a neutral thing, the bell, with a reaction, which means the dog is drooling. Now picture you are teaching a pigeon to pack a button. Every time it packs, you give it a treat. Guess what? The pigeon become a button packing pro because it learned. Do this action, get rewarded. That's operant conditioning. And it's all about shaping behavior through rewards and punishment. So behaviorism is like the behavior detective, observing action, throwing in rewards and consequences, and seeing how that shapes what people and even animals do. It's like the visible side of the physiological coin, leaving the thoughts and feeling backstage for a bit. And that's, my friend, is behaviorism, decoding life one action at a time. Let's break down cognitivism in a casual way. Alright, so if behaviorism is like the detective watching action, cognitivism is more like the bionic friend who's all about diving into what's going on inside our head. It's the let's unravel the mystery of thoughts and understanding kind of deal. Think of it this way. If you're not just looking at what people do, you are peeking into how they think, remember, and solve problems. Cognitivism is like shining a spotlight on mental processes. It's like saying, okay, what's happening in the brain while we learn and figure things out. Remember studying for a test? Cognitivism is all about how you process and remember that info. It cares about your mental strategies, the way you tackle problems and store knowledge. Picture this, you are solving a puzzle. Cognitivism is interested in how your brain is working through the puzzle, using memory and problem-solving skill. It's like the hidden dance of your thoughts. And hey, cognitive load is a thing too. It's like your brain backpack. If it's too heavy with info, learning might get tough too. Cognitivism pays attention to how much mental weight you are carrying. So while behaviorism is all about action and reaction, cognitivism is like the brain explorer, delving into the inner working of the mind. Understanding how we think, learn, and remember is a backstage pass to the mental concept of life. So next dude, we're gonna unwrap constructivism in a casual way. Okay, so if behaviorism is like the action watcher and cognitivism is like the brain explorer, constructivism is like the ultimate DIY fan of learning. It's saying, hey, let's build our understanding together. Imagine learning as this grand construction project. Constructivism is all about the idea that we learn by actively building our own knowledge. It's not just about what the teacher pours into your brain. It's about getting your hands dirty, putting pieces together, and creating your own mental masterpiece. So here's the scoop. You got your existing knowledge, your own mental Lego set. Constructivism is like taking those Lego pieces and adding new ones as you learn. It's all about connecting what you know with new stuff, construct a solid understanding. Now the social side of constructivism is pretty cool too. It's like a learning party where you and your pals share ideas, debate, and build together. Even had a light bulb moment during a group discussion? That's constructivism at play, my friend. And get this, mistakes aren't roadblocks in constructivism. They are stepping stones in saying, hey, if you goof up, no worries, learning from it and let's improve our construction. Projects, discussion, hands-on activities, constructivism thrives on this. It's not just about memorizing facts, it's about actively engaging with this material. So while behaviorism watches actions and cognitivism explore the mind, constructivism is like the dynamic construction crew of learning, building understanding one pieces at a time. After knowing these three theories, we're gonna break down the comparison and contrast between these three theories in a friendly, informal way. So now you're gonna think about these three theories like different flavor of ice cream. Each has its unique taste, but they are all a part of learning standard. So the behaviorism is like the old school vanilla. It's all about watching what people do, throwing in rewards and consequences. It's like training a dog with treats or shaping behavior through a game or carrot and stick. The cognitivism is like the rich and deep chocolate ice cream. Cognitivism is like the brain best friend. It's saying, let's dive into what's happening inside your head. It cares about thoughts, memory, and how you tackle mental puzzles. So the constructivism is like the strawberry swirl. Constructivism is like DIY flavor. It's all about building your own understanding. Thinking of it as a learning construction site where you are actively piecing together knowledge, sometimes with a group of pals. Now is a simple comparison time. In the focus on learning part, behaviorism is more on action and reaction. Cognitivism is more on mental processes and thinking, and constructivism is more like active construction of knowledge. So in learning environment part, behaviorism is in external stimuli, rewards and punishment. Cognitivism is in internal mental processes, memory and problem solving. Constructivism is in hands-on activities, group discussion and projects. But when they approach to mistake, they have different thought. Behaviorism thinks mistake can lead to consequences. Cognitivism thinks mistakes are part of the learning processes. Constructivism thinks mistakes are opportunities for improvement. In teacher roadside, behaviorism is guide behavior through rewards and punishment. Cognitivism is facility, understanding and problem solving. Constructivism is facilities, active engagement and collaboration. So we come to the contrast corner. Let's see what set them apart. On the view on knowledge part, behaviorism thinks knowledge is observable behavior. Cognitivism thinks knowledge resides in mental processes. And the constructivism thinks knowledge is actively constructed by the learner. In the learning process, behaviorism is passive reception of stimuli, cognitivism is processing and organizing information, and constructivism is active engagement and participation. They have different role of social interaction too. Behaviorism will less emphasize on social interaction, and cognitivism will recognize social learning but focus on internal processes, and the constructivism will thrive on collaborative learning and groups activities. So there you have it. Each theory has its own flavor, bringing something special to the learning buffet. Hey education rockstar, stay awake. We're gonna keep chatting about how these three cool theories throw their unique flavor into the education mix. Behaviorism in education is like the rewards game. Picture your classroom as a reward wonderland. Teacher using behaviorism might dish out stickers, praises, or little victories for rocking those lessons. It's like turning learning into a high-five festa. The cognitivism is like the brain gym. Now imagine your brain hitting the gym. Teacher in team cognitivism focus on mental workout. They are all about helping you organize info, think critically, and solve problems. It's like turning your brain into a superhero. It's like cap optional. The constructivism is like the learning playground. Learner must ready for the DIY party. Constructivism is like turning your classroom into a learning playground. Teacher let you drive into project, discussions, and hands-on activities. It's the ultimate learn by doing experience. So whether you are earning sticker, flexing your brain muscle, or building your knowledge castle, these theories make education one big journey. Finally, we come to the end part, which are conclusion and recap part. Alright, my knowledge-seeking buddies, we are surf the wave of behaviorism, dance through the brainy galaxy of cognitivism, and build our own knowledge playground with constructivism. Now let's get around for the big takeaway. So what did we gain from this trip? From behaviorism, we got the reward power, thinking of it as the golden key to shaping behavior, high fives, stickers, and rewards turning learning into a celebration. Who doesn't love a little victory dance? Cognitivism is our brain bestie. We have pumped mental iron, honed problem solving skill, and embraced the beauty of thinking. It's like upgrading our brains to superhero status. Just because who doesn't want a genius brain? Constructivism is our DIY learning adventure. We become architects for our own knowledge. Builders of understanding is the ultimate hand-on experience, turning learning into a creative masterpiece. So whether you are scoring rewards, flashing mental muscle, or building your knowledge kingdom, these theories are like the Avenger of education, each bringing its superpower to the table. Cheers to the epic learning journey. Keep rocking those brain cells!